Court is calling 2024 CR 0079113, State of Texas versus Jonathan Ramirez. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Alexandria Barnes State.
I'll report for Mr. Ramirez.
And are you Mr. Ramirez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all discovery and did you review it with your client?
I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Ramirez, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Ramirez, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with assault, family, household, with the impeding of breath or circulation? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses? The state will call in the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years into prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Ramirez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, there's a $1,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. They're taking into consideration night mag number 719787, and there's an affirmative finding of family violence. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes.
Defense is at the plea.
It is.
State is at the plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
Oh, yeah.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There'll be 48 hours of community service restitution and no contact with Angelina Ramirez. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
State offers States Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objection.
All right. State, have you had contact with the complainant?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may be excused.
Thank you.
Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulations of testimony and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing States Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as required for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
If the court pleases.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. I know that the crime is a serious crime. However, they share a child together. And although he's not court ordered to pay child support, I believe that's going to probably be coming. He does support the child. He has a job at Toyota. They don't have any contact with each other right now, him and the complainant. They deal with their child through the grandparents. And so he's remorseful for what he's done. We respectfully request the court to follow the agreement.
All right, how old are you?
22.
All right, here's what you need to realize about relationships. And I read the police report. If you think someone is being unfaithful, if you think someone is being disrespectful, you're involved with a conversation with them and they're talking to another guy or talking to another girl, you have two choices. One, you either accept it or you leave it alone. Violence is not the answer. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the child you have, is this a boy or girl?
He's a boy.
All right. Let me just tell you, children learn from their parents. That's how they learn to talk. If you see a child that's using profanity and they're very young, they learn that from the household that they're in and people are speaking profanity. If you see a child and they see abuse in their family, they will learn that that's how you deal with relationships. Maybe with son, they'll learn might makes right. And that's how you solve arguments. Maybe with the daughters, they'll be thinking, well, my father loves my mom and he hits on my mom. So maybe that's a way to show love. You don't want to bring that in the household. You understand? All right, this is what the court is going to do. There's a $1,000 fine that will be probated. 4 years deferred adjudication. Take in consideration night mag number 719787. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Angelina Ramirez. Proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. 48 hours community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once he completes parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
No, Judge.
Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
Okay.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. Probation will go over conditions. Once you've signed those, you may be excused. We can go off the record. And this court, to be successful at probation, communication is key. If you feel there is an issue and probation is not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.